Hi, I'm Bonnie Raitt. Welcome to Sessions at AOL.
That was then and this is now. Found my way back here somehow.
The way that I find songs has always been kind of mysterious, and I try to get out of my own way and let whatever music is sent to me or whatever I'm calling about, my friends asking who's under the radar that they love. You know, I try to listen with an open mind, but when it's a perfect fit, and it has to be, both lyrics and music, it's just kind of an organic process that, you know, when I feel it, it's like somebody you fall in love with. You can't answer why.
But we both know I'm not going. I will not be broken. I will not be broken.
I heard I Will Not Be Broken a couple of years ago, and I just felt that for anybody that wants to sing about, you know, stepping into your life and changing the things that aren't working and not wanting to be pushed around, and that can mean in your job or in your personal life, or, you know, the song was picked before I went into a difficult period with my family's illnesses, and you know, I sang the song coincidentally right around the election, and so it probably added a little bit more pounce to my vocal, but I think this song is one that I would have probably recorded at any point, just because it's the way I feel about standing up to adversity.
You left a mess, you're everywhere. I'd pick it up, but I don't dare.
You know, after 35 years on the road, I am still excited about every night being an opening night. You know, I learned this from my dad, who was on the road basically till he was 87 years old, so he knew the thrill of going back to the same town 3 years later and showing them you still have what it takes to be as good, if not better, as you were the last time. So it doesn't get old. I don't know how to explain it to people that ask. It's really like running away with a circus. It's, you know, group living. It's kind of like the Waltons on the bus at night, you know, good night, good night, good night.
There's nothing I would rearrange. I don't want anything to change.
My friend Kathy and I developed this concept called the Green Highway, and it involved kind of traveling with an eco village with alternative energy displays of wind and solar and biomass and building products, and inviting local activists from grassroots organizations that are working on conservation and alternate energy and issues like that to come and table out in the audience. I don't preach from the stage because I really feel that's not why people are there. They're here to hear the music, but I also like to marry my tour with raising money and consciousness for causes that I think are really important. And I don't think there's anything more important than getting our troops home, getting us off our dependence on foreign oil, and the best way to do that is to switch over to alternative energy solutions. So we're walking it like we talk it.
No river can hold you, darling. No cupboards can hide the tiny sheep.
It's been a heartache to have so many people in New Orleans and Mississippi and Alabama be so absolutely devastated by Hurricane Katrina. And we'll be doing benefits and trying to support that community and rebuild it and try to let the people that really are the heart and soul of New Orleans, who are mostly the poor people, find a way to get back so it doesn't get turned into some kind of, you know, Mardi Gras Disneyland for developers. You know, we've been really talking about the ways that we can do something to honor this part of the world that gave us the most incredible music that we've ever, based everything that I do my music on is based out of music coming out of New Orleans. And you know, the Mississippi Delta was devastated as well.
World in motion, speed your changes, close your distances, find your angel.
This is a thrill to Jackson and I doing a duet. You know, we go way back to 1970. We're like brother and sister. I've sung and played on each other's concerts and albums since then. You know, we get along well enough to argue, you know, and we tell each other the truth. It is my thrill to have him finally documented us singing the song that we've sung all the way across the country so many times. Stevie Wonder, what can I say? I mean, he's like for all of us. I mean, Ray Charles, Aretha Franklin, Stevie Wonder, these are the guys. These are the giants for me, and I'm so glad to know that his commitment to preserving honor and dignity and getting more work and royalty reform for rhythm and blues artists as I am. He's very much committed to that as well. As an artist, I don't know if anybody garners more respect than Stevie Wonder. As I look back on the last 15 years of getting this kind of career validation and so many awards and winning all these Grammys and getting inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and you know, it's kind of unreal really, because I didn't set my course whether or not I would have a hit record, or my idea of whether I'm successful isn't dependent upon chart position or whether I have mantelpieces worth of awards, or I would have quit a long time ago. But to get the validation of my peers the way the Grammys are, really being voted on by people that are other musicians and people in the business, it never gets old.